Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. This is our week 11 Yin Asana. It's the evening here, and we are in our week 11 Anandamaya kosha. We're honoring this bliss body that expands infinitely out and infinitely within. And this is where we connect to this unchanging self, this part of ourselves that is exactly as we were created by the divine, that can never be threatened, that never changes, that is permanent. It's our permanent state of being. It is not the unchanging. And this is where we reach our true nature, which is bliss, which is our bliss body. Let's begin by feeling those sits bones on the earth. And we'll move through all the koshas now that we're feeling this freedom of, we've moved from Anandamaya kosha, the physical body, Pranamaya kosha, the energy body, Manamaya kosha, the mental emotional body, Vijnanamaya kosha, this wisdom body, this intellect, and then the Anandamaya kosha, the infinite, divine, true self, true nature. Taking a moment to just rest in breath awareness and notice your aliveness. Notice what's going on with your own being, your own self. Taking time to slow down from all the responsibilities and the busy life. Any stress or pressure, letting it be absorbed by the earth, releasing it on the exhale. And dropping that breath to the belly if you haven't already. Dropping it down into that lower abdomen so we can trigger that relaxation response. And check in with yourself. Check in with this Anandamaya kosha, this physical body. And Pranamaya kosha, the energy body. Manamaya kosha, the mental emotional body. And Vijnanamaya kosha, wisdom body, the intellect, the intuition. And then allowing yourself to knock on that door of Anandamaya kosha, the fully expanded self, divine self. It is your true self. It is the awareness, pure awareness. It moves through all these koshas and moves into this Anandamaya kosha, the brain. And yes, it needs to move through the conditioning and the filters. This is why yoga helps us to release that which no longer serves us, to release any of the conditioning that is not bringing us peace, letting go of outdated patterns that we learned innocently through our culture, our families, and they learned through their ancestors. And we can let them go like children let go of toys as they grow older. It's no longer useful. It was okay, but it's no longer useful at this time. And we want to move into a more evolved state, a deeper sense of expansion. And listen to that voice of wisdom, divine truth, rather than conditioned responses. And taking a few breaths in this expanded self and honoring this true self that is always present, that is within you. It's divine presence, Atman, completely plugged into and one with, for all eternity, the divine source of the universe, the God of our understanding. And feel that oneness. Keeping with this intention of basking in the Anandamaya kosha, the bliss body, we begin to move our bodies around and find some movements that feel good to you as you make circles or move side to side, maybe some cat-cow with your spine. Just taking a few moments as you continue to breathe into the belly, get comfortable in your body. And as you move, maintaining that connection to the Anandamaya kosha, to this bliss body, this true self, this divine self. It's the closest thing to you because it's the deepest sanctuary inside. It's within you. It's not outside. It's not elusive. Without it, nothing exists. None of the bodies exist. Without the Anandamaya kosha, without the divine consciousness that you are and will always be, none of the bodies can continue to exist. So move with consciously connecting to this divine self, the divine creator. You're both one. Sun and the sun rays, you are a ray of sun extending forth from the creator source of all that is. And as you move, continuing to keep that connection, that oneness, yogas to yoke, all the selves, the divine self, flowing and moving and enjoying the movements. Add some lateral movements to your body. Be sure to move on to both sides if you do. Invite a gentle twist to both sides. Oh, I was supposed to remove the poultry food bag from the background. I'm feeding my chickens today. Tomorrow. We're getting ready for our annual tea party, so I have to move the setup on. Enjoying the movements, the flow of your body. And let's bring the legs out and move into a nice double leg forward fold. Inhaling as you lengthen and exhale, hinging forward. Find that gentle edge and take a nice deep breath here on the edge. And on your exhale, the bottom of your exhale, see if you can hinge a little deeper and then allow the spine to round. Bring the head into the knees. And resting here in this beautiful pose. Bringing your awareness deep inside to the Anandamaya kosha, the deepest sanctuary of your heart. You may want to flex, extend the feet, Your next inhale, gently coming up. Beautiful job. Let's bring the legs wide. And let's face this left foot. Inhaling as we lengthen. And exhaling, hinging over. And feeling those sensations. Enjoying the movement. Remembering you can always take a break whenever you want. This is your practice. Always honoring your body if you need a rest. Ever move into pain, always backing up. And a Xander. And gently hinging down. And then rounding the spine. And relaxing into this nice deep forward fold. And the forward folds are always inviting us to go inward and connect to our hearts. Connect into that Anandamaya kosha, the bliss body. True eternal self, one with the infinite, all-loving creator of the universe. Then your next inhale, lifting the head and the heart and hinging back up. And we'll move to this right foot, facing the foot, squaring those hips over the foot, and inhaling as you lengthen up. And exhale, hinging forward. Nice hinge, and when you get to that edge, allowing the spine to round and diving inward, basking in that nectar of your own heart. And on the next inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart, and hinging up. Beautiful job. And let's bring those feet together in our Baddha Konasana. Sandy. And beginning to flap those beautiful butterfly wings. Feeling the sensation in your hips. And you can begin to move a little back and forth if you like. You're flying, you're the butterfly soaring. Flying and enjoying the flight. And let's find a flower to land on. Slowing those legs down to a stop, and then bringing those legs down closer to the earth, as close as you can. That's the line of energy. They may not make it down, but they're going in that direction. Let's engage those bandhas, the Mala Bandha, all three. Mula Bandha, engaging that pelvic floor, nice gentle lift. Uddiyana Bandha, engaging gently the hara area, the lower abdomen, and a gentle lift up. And Jalandhara Bandha, chin comes in, the tongue is on the roof of the mouth. And let's inhale as we lengthen and engage the bandhas, and then exhale, hinging forward. Noticing the beautiful sensations in your hips. And when you get to your edge, allowing the hands to come down to the earth and moving into a forward fold. And again, relaxing into the Anandamaya kosha, the bliss body, the most expanded aspect of your being. And inhale, coming up gently. And we're going to come onto our knees. And we're going to move into a table pose, moving into some cat-cow. Inhaling, lifting the head, arching that back. And exhaling into our cat as you tuck the tailbone round the back and let the head look in towards the thighs and the belly. And flowing at your own pace, your own rhythm. And maybe adding some spontaneous movements. I like to, when I'm in my full cat, I like to bring those hips back, feel that nice stretch on the lower back. Make circles or move hips side to side. And I like when I come into my cow, I like to wag the tail a little bit, move the shoulders. So find your spontaneous movements that feel good in your body as you flow between your cat and cow. Flexion and extension of the spine. Cow is flexion, cat is extension. Cat is flexion, cow is extension. Pardon me. Finishing up in a child's pose, moving again into a forward fold, bringing that energy into the heart and bringing that energy into your Anandamaya kosha, that innermost sanctuary of your being. And as you come up, allowing yourself to come up into a nice up dog. Bringing those hips forward, moving into an up dog, shoulders are back. And inviting a nice flow back and forth from cat to up dog. And adding any spontaneous movements in between. And coming up to center. And let's bring one of our legs forward, doesn't matter. And we're going to move into some lunge rocks. Lunging forward, opening that hip. And lunging back, straightening the front leg, feeling a nice stretch in those back leg muscles. Flex and extend the foot. Keeping the breath flowing and moving at your own pace, adding any little spontaneous movements that feel good. As you consciously connect to that highest self, that unchanging Anandamaya kosha, Anandamaya kosha, bliss body, Ananda. Ananda means bliss in Sanskrit. And coming back to center, bring that leg back and bring the other leg up. And moving again into some lunge rocks, lunging forward as you feel a nice opening with the hip. And lunging back, feel a nice stretch in the back leg muscles. Flex and extend the foot. Keeping the breath flowing, basking in the bliss body, and finding your own rhythm, your own spontaneous movements. Deep flowing breaths. Honoring this highest aspect of your being. Connecting to it. Inviting it. Be a stronger and stronger presence in your life. Because this is your true identity. Awakening can be said to be a shift in identity. From being a human being and an ego, limited, to an unlimited soul presence. Hi, D&D. Xander loves to join us. He's the ecstatic yoga kitty cat, our mascot. Oh, Xander Bull, are you a mascot? Are you the ecstatic yoga mascot? Yeah. And then coming back to center. I invite you to come into a gentle squat. And you can either be on your toes or you can come down to the full foot. Bring your hand in Anjali Mudra, prayer position in front of your heart. And you can press those elbows into the feet to create a deeper stretch. Engaging the bandhas and breathe. Beautiful job. Noticing the sensations and inviting that connection to that Anandamaya kosha, that Atman, that true higher self that is always ever present, unchanging in its true nature as pure love, pure light, wholly innocent, all innocent and pure. That is your true unchanging self that sources and animates all other aspects and is one with the creator source of all that is. It's the self that is infinite in nature. And one more breath here. And coming down. And you can either move into some spinal rocks, or you can just come down to the earth, to your mat, finding what works best for you. And eventually coming down onto the earth. And we're going to move into a supported bridge. So if you have a block or a cushion, or if you want to just lay on your back. So I forgot my block and my cushion. Just putting that right under your sacrum. And relaxing in a nice supported bridge. If you want to widen the feet and bring the knees together, even more relaxation, you can do that. Deep breaths in the belly as you invite that connection to the deepest sanctuary of your heart. A connection to the bliss body, the Anandamaya kosha, the infinite divine true self. Shining peace. And gently coming back, you can lift up and move your block or your cushion if you have one. Just wiggle those hips, this pelvis. Just feel the sensation. Lift it up and move it a little. To honor this body, this beautiful, beautiful body of yours. We all have. And take a moment now to bring those legs up. You don't need to move into half shoulder stand unless you really want to. We're in yin, and you can just give those legs a little inversion, flexing and extending feet. And as you do, notice the sensations in your legs and maintaining that connection to the divine self, your true nature, all loving, unchanging. Keeping that breath flowing, honoring all aspects of your being that source from this Anandamaya kosha, this infinite self, all loving, all good, divine beauty and magnificence that dwells within you. Don't need to strive for it. You don't need to seek for it. It's in you. It is you. The body may pass, but it is there for all eternity. And relaxing those legs down, move into a Asana fish, extending the legs out, hands are palms down, and bring a hand underneath each buttock. Snuggle those arms close into your body. And pressing into the elbows as you lift the chest and the head off the earth, relaxing your head, and gently coming down to rest the crown of your head on the earth. And breathe. On your next inhale, pressing into those elbows as you lift that chest and head, straightening out the body and really gently coming back down. You can release those hands. You can bring those knees into the chest and rock. And let's release the left leg. Keep that right leg up. We're going to move into a knee down twist. So bending that right leg and bringing it over to the left. You can use the left hand to guide it. And taking that right arm to extend out. Turning the head to gaze out over the extended fingertips. And breathe. Releasing the knee. Coming back, and we'll move to the other side. So the right leg is out, and up onto that right side just a bit, to bring the pelvis to neutral, and bring that left knee over to the right. Right hand guiding it over, and that left arm out 90 degrees, turning the head to gaze out over the left fingertips. And breathe and relax in this deep, beautiful twist. Breathing into the belly, and giving that conscious intention of connecting to your divine. That divine Anandamaya kosha. It sources from within you. Diving your attention inward to the bliss. Basking in your own bliss body. And releasing your leg. Coming back to center. Beautiful job. Let's bring the knees in. Rock a little, release that lower back. This counter pose. And stretching them back out. And let's roll onto our bellies. Let's extend the arms, the legs. And on your next inhale, lifting the right leg and the right arm and the left leg. And extending those out. One more breath. And release. And lifting the head, the left arm and the right leg. extending them out. And release. If you want to bring your hands to the side, pressing the pelvis into the earth. On the next inhale, lifting the legs and the arms and flying like a bird or an airplane. One more breath here. Beautiful job. And let's roll back over onto our backs. This way. And we are going to move into our Savasana, our final pose. Letting the whole body sink deeply into the earth. Letting the earth hold us, support us. Inviting all the systems, all the koshas, all aspects of our being to move into deeper and deeper states of relaxation as we rest in silence and allow this practice to integrate. And I will bring you back. Taking a nice deep breath into your belly. Gently and kindly bringing yourself back into your body, to this Anandamaya kosha. Staying connected to the Anandamaya kosha. Wiggling the fingers and toes. Stretching out the arms and the legs. And when you feel ready, rolling over to one side or the other. And then coming up to a seated position. Wow, it looks a lot darker on your screen than mine. So we will just close this practice, seeing the light is leaving us, connecting to the earth. With the intention of maintaining this connection to Anandamaya kosha, this infinite self, this bliss body. Maintaining this connection to all aspects of our being. And we will conclude with a namaste prayer. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, truth, and peace. But I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you. We are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining and wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day.